them on the first time, and then, you know, there's only one plug in here. There's only one place to plug it in. So we're going to try one more time and then see if I lose you. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. That's better, too.
I can hear you. I mean, you can hear me, but I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on with this headphone jack. Look. Say something.
Hey, Dom, how's it going?
No. What is wrong with this thing? So you guys can hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And I can hear you. How does it sound? Because every time I plug this thing in, I can't hear you. As strange as
Sound
it sounds. Is that all right?
Yeah, no worries.
Loud and clear.
Okay, great. I don't know why these things aren't working. They did last time, but I thought I saw something pop up about Maggie, but
Yeah. Let's see. I'm inviting Jeff.
yeah, I saw something come up and then went away.
Oh, you mean on the screen here?
I saw something pop up that had her name in it, but I don't know. I didn't see her at the bottom of the screen. No.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened there. This whole thing is a mystery, and I'm just the one participating. You're the one trying to get it to work.
Yeah. It's kind of chaotic.
It's weird, though. It's like there's... I imagine with the Hangout, there's advantages like archiving, and maybe they're not available through... I'm not even sure what to call it, but there was something that was introduced several months ago. I think it was on... I don't know if it was just if you were in Google or if it was something from Chrome, but there was a little thing up at the top that you could click on, and it was basically Google Hangouts, at least I think that's what it was called. And
Looks like a Hangout.
yeah, I went and called my wife, and she had her laptop in the kitchen, and I called her, and I said, you know, when you hear what sounds like a phone ringing, answer it, and she did, and boom, we were on. Now, I don't know that it's the same exact thing that we're using here. I mean, the end product looks like it's the same thing.
Yeah, if you're using Chrome, there's like a green bubble
Yeah.
on the top right.
Right. That's what it was.
Yeah, so that's Hangout.
But this thing, when I answered, it came up, well, because my default is still Firefox on here. And Firefox came up, and from the time that I answered the ringing till the time that you saw me come on here was all because I had all these plugins I had to install, which is typical of Firefox. But I didn't have to do that last time, so it was a little frustrating. I kept having to get through it, and I don't know. I think all programmers are starting to go crazy. I know that's how I got to how I am. So, but
Hey, Mark, did you get a note that Bruce wanted to join too?
I did. Hey, Dom, could you turn down your volume a little bit? That might help.
Sure. Oh, okay. I thought everybody. I thought when I asked, everybody said it was okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. No, I can't.
Oh yeah, but we still have an echo.
Yeah. I honestly wish I could fix it, guys. I really don't know what to do. I plug in my headphones and I lose you.
I think if you turn down your audio, that you're hearing, it'll help some.
Well, I mean, I've got my audio down to 1 bar. So I'm straining to hear you, so it's kind of strange what's going on here. But I'll keep playing it with it because apparently we have others that aren't in yet.
Hey, what guys? For Maggie's benefit, what do you get when I do the second invitation?
Let me check. I get a window that says, "Would you like to join or would you like to watch?" You enter yes, and I also get a window with a play button in the middle.
And you click on that play thing?
Yeah.
I just found out what it was that I saw pop up on my screen. I have an email that looks like it's from Maggie. It says, "Hello, reply to this email to comment publicly on Google or view Mark Young's event." I'm not quite sure I understand what that is.
There's Ray, by the way.
Yeah, we would have to view Mark's event in order to get on. Oh, Ray. Hey, it's
Hey.
Ben. Nice to meet you.
Hey,
Morning.
good morning.
Wow, I can't believe I finally got it to work on the iPad.
I just got another email that says Maggie's name and what the heck is this? I actually hear Dom best right now. I hear an echo with Vic and Mark. So is anybody else getting these?
Yeah,
emails
so
from-
I think what's happening is Maggie is logging on to Dom's event when she should be logging on to Mark's event.
Well, I'm going to see if I don't know if I can answer her, but I'm going to try.
I see those too.
Oh, okay.
Or I used to, at least until I've lost my email window behind all these other ones. Too many windows. Where are those now? There she is. Yeah, the echo, unfortunately, is because Don can't use headphones, so we're echoing through his.
And it makes no sense why it isn't, so I'm still trying to make some sense out of it.
Oh, man.
And actually, on the last Hangout, I didn't have headphones, and no one complained about it. So what is different is what's driving me crazy.
I don't know. Let's see.
Well, I wasn't there last time, so it's probably my fault.
No, it's not.
Well, sure, if you want to take the blame, we'll give it to somebody. Did the echo on my end, on your end, change at all? I just moved another volume control down.
That sounds better to me.
It sounds okay to you?
Well, there's no echo when Dom speaks. It's whenever someone else speaks because what's coming out of Dom's speakers are feeding into Dom's mic.
Sure. All right.
Got it.
Do you have separate speakers, Dom? External speakers?
Yeah, I have external speakers.
If you can like turn them away, do anything to cut down on the feedback, that would help. I just got to look up Maggie's other email address here. But she should be getting this. I think she's logged in.
Did that change anything?
I think it's better.
Yeah, but it's still there, but better.
It's pretty low now.
Okay.
Shoot, I'm having just the hardest time with this tech setup today. Like, I can't seem to get Sean or who else was Jeff. Darn it.
What about Bruce?
I don't think he's on yet today.
Okay.
Dang. I just
Maybe he overslept.
could happen, right? Let me invite other people here. This way. Let's see.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
I guess from your moderator point of view, there, you're doing the same thing with every. Oh, well, Maggie's answering me. I'm asking her what's going on. From you, from the point of view of setting this up.
Yeah.
What I did was I had your first email, and then it got me up into Google, and I got all kinds of trouble with Firefox. But then after that, the phone started to ring on my computer. And then once I answered that, it wouldn't let me, it made me install a bunch of plugins because I was in Firefox, and Firefox, of course, is famous for it. But I guess, is that basically what everybody else goes through?
No, I'm going through Chrome.
By the way, Maggie, are you on Chrome? Because that makes a difference.
Okay, I might have been on Chrome last time.
What are you on now?
If I start up Chrome, I don't know what's going to happen. I'll just see if there's a Hangout sitting there, and if there is, I'll try to join it. You may have to call me again, though.
That's fine.
Or you might be able to just go to your email.
Yeah, see, I have my Gmail tied right into my
Well, you can log into Gmail through Chrome.
email. Yeah, I'm opening up Chrome now just to see what I can do. So here's Hangouts, and then there's Conversations,
Darn it.
and
There you
it's spinning. Come on, do something.
Okay. I think I got the wrong email address for Sean. Darn it. It worked for it. Oh, she is on Chrome. Maggie, is there a button you can click? Like a yellow button or gold button?
So Maggie's on Chrome?
Yeah, that's what she just said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just got a text message from her saying she's on Chrome.
She may need to get the Hangout extension.
But if she's been doing the live Hangouts for the for TAC, that should work too, right? Maybe.
Well, I think that's kind of different because that's one directional.
The text
Sean
message
is.
here.
There's Sean.
Hey,
Yeah,
Sean.
hey, good morning.
Hey,
you got headphones, don't you? You got headphones.
Yeah. I got a couple of messages here. One says, Maggie said she's having trouble. She received the first email and replied, yes, but was I supposed to set something up beforehand or something? I'm on Chrome.
I don't think so.
I'm going to ask her if the phone rang.
Oh, you know, let me try this other thing.
So Maggie, if you can hear us, you could try this. In Chrome, go to your settings, see, and then click on extensions and see if you have Google Hangouts as an extension. Hey, Jeff is there.
Hey,
All right.
Hey,
I got
Jeff.
on.
Hey.
Hey, Jeff. It's Vic. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Vic.
I'm going to try Maggie's other email address. See if I got that here.
So I didn't even get an email. I just went on to my Google Apps and clicked on Hangout, and then this popped up.
Yeah.
You know what? I noticed that the last email that I got from Mark this morning went to my spam filter. So maybe the emails are coming, but they're getting pulled out by the email. So check in your junk folder.
No, I looked. I was looking there too, but it didn't come through on that either. Dom, how are you, man?
Okay, doing good. I'm trying to get this silly thing to work here.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we're having trouble with it, but we are. But I am. It keeps coming. I'm about to join. Now I'm about to join one in Chrome. So let's see what happens there. And there's the join button.
Hey, you joined again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go get rid of the other one.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm getting all kinds of good feedback too. That makes sense. All right. Let me get out of this thing.
Okay.
All right. Do we hear Dom? Hey, no echo.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Are we
that's
good now?
better.
Yeah, that's the trick. Use Chrome.
All right.
At least for Dom, that is. That's...
There we are. Sounds good now?
Yeah.
Yeah, no echo.
Great. That's so. Once again, the illustrious Firefox strikes again.
Note to self.
Very. Yeah.
So Vic,
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
you live in Fremont?
No, I live in San Bruno.
San Bruno. So we're not too far. We're about 80 miles apart.
Oh, yeah? Where are you?
Carmel.
Oh, all right. Yeah, not that far. Well, relatively speaking.
Yeah. Hey, how was the Fretboard Summit?
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Quite an experience. And again, there was just so much there that you couldn't get to everything. But yeah, I mean, I got a free setup on one of my guitars. I probably should have brought all my guitars. I don't know why I didn't think of that. New strings. I got to talk to Dana Bourgeois, Bill Collins, all these guitar makers and performers too. You can get up close, personal. You can shake their hands, have a conversation with them. Everyone's really open to everything. There was like no security people who were holding you back or anything like that. It was quite intimate for that type of setting.
Yeah.
The weather was pretty perfect for the most part. It got cold at night. That's kind of expected when you're up against the coast there.
Yeah. Were you camping?
I was not. I chose to just. It was just an hour away for me, so I chose to just drive there. But there were some people who were actually staying there because it's a lodge also, a resort.
Right.
And there were some people who were staying in hotels in Santa Cruz, which is only 20 miles away.
Right.
So it was.
Did you find that it was a good value?
I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought so. It was $500 for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
But to be able to get up close and talk to people, guitar makers, etc. That's really where the value was.
Yeah, right on. Awesome.
And yeah, you really have to experience a lot or as much as you can in that $500 as well. So.
Did it sound like it was something they were going to try and do again next year?
Yes, they are going to try to do it again next year, although it may not be in the same location. They're thinking about bringing it to different parts of the country and potentially different parts of the world.
Well, it's moved around in the past, right?
What was that? I'm sorry?
It's moved around in the past?
Well, no, this was the first actual summit.
Okay.
That was sponsored by Martin and coordinated by the Fretboard Journal.
Yeah.
And they are planning on doing it again next year. They don't know when, they don't know where, but it's in the works.
Right on.
All right. Now, if you want, why don't you get rid of it all and start over? Well, I mean, when you first went into Hangouts, sorry guys, I'm talking to Maggie, trying to get this thing going. Go back into when you first got into Hangouts. There was this big screen with a pretty picture on it and stuff over on the left-hand side. Yeah.
So, Ray, how are you? Is this your first?
But all the way. Yeah.
I was around for I think it was the last one.
Okay, that's the one that I
Ray was here.
Yeah. You see a green one says conversations. It may not say conversations, but it's a little pop.
Yeah, I was here for Sean's groovy chord progression lesson last time.
Oh, I think that was almost. That was one of the first ones. That was a little while back.
Yeah, that was great.
Hey, Sean, you should play some background music for Dom's conversation with Maggie.
Oh. Well, then it will steal the screen, though. You guys won't be able to.
Yeah, we'll find out as soon as you'll
interact as well.
No, I think I can click. I can click on Don and listen to you.
Really?
Yeah, down on the bottom. So, like, if I click on his picture stays up there.
Sean, Ray, and four others.
Okay. Let me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How do you like that?
If I'm going to watch you play guitar, I'll just click on you, and you'll stay up, and I'll see everybody else at the bottom. But you'll be the main
Look at that. I'm learning something.
Yeah.
I think that's where last time.
How do you make it loose again? How do you let
you click on it again?
You know, it's funny. I'm asking these questions. I was an IT guy for 13 years, and I couldn't figure that out.
I have a list of conversations because I've done this more than once.
Hilarious.
I only have one. Is there anything on the right-hand side, like another box that'd be like a conversation box?
Hey, Dom, can you mute your mic?
Does it say anything that what? There's a little thing that looks like a video camera. What? Okay. Hang on, guys. We may see another box showing up soon. Oh, wait, what? Oh, no. No. Hey, you messing with me, girl. Yeah.
Nice tease, Dom.
I know it's right.
There it is.
Right.
And there you are.
You are dark. You are dark.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up with you because I need to test.
Yes.
You're dark, Maggie. You need some lights.
All right, bye. All right, hold on.
Yeah. Nice tease, I know, it's cool. Where's Maggie? Can you hear us?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you, Maggie.
I think there's a loop.
Hold on. That's all I got. Here.
Headphones too, Maggie. Headphones are better.
I've got headphones.
Good
The
for
only
you.
problem is my daughter's.
Oh.
Shoot.
You can leave one ear open so you can hear her maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not getting any echo when you talk, so.
Hold on.
Actually, I'm not either. Yeah, maybe you don't need
Yeah,
it.
so maybe she doesn't need headphones.
Yeah.
Maggie, you may not need headphones.
Mark, are you using a microphone? Like a big microphone?
No, it's just it's internal. If you see a microphone over here, it's because it's just here, but I'm not using it.
Right up. Well, your voice comes across the most clear of everyone's. On
Well,
my.
That's just his pipes.
That's just because Dom's not talking right now.
Yeah.
Well, what are we blaming on me now?
Yeah.
How's it going, Jeff?
Good.
So are we missing anyone else?
No, we're good now. Well, Bruce, I haven't heard from him this morning. Maybe he couldn't make it, but let's just get started. So, Maggie, let me know when you're all set up.
Well, I think there's a delay with mine.
There's a delay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's usually a little bit.
Maybe Maggie needs to close. Oh, Maggie, I'm speaking to you as third person. Maggie, you may need to close some other windows.
She's got a brand new kick-ass iMac there, so I don't know what she's got open, but it should probably be okay. I have a little bit of one too, but
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Oh, are you? Oh, good.
There you are.
All right.
There
I was hearing like a delay, like 30-second delay with me talking, but you can all hear me okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did
It's
you
good to
close
see
out
you
your
all.
Hey.
Shall we go around and just have everyone introduce themselves? Maggie, why don't we start with you?
Okay, I'm Maggie. It's so. I mean, why do I have to go first?
You were last to join.
I'm still like reeling from trying to get all settled in here.
Okay, you can wait. We can wait. We can do someone else
No,
first.
no, I'm fine. No, I'm Maggie. I'm from Pennsylvania, and
Undisclosed bunker.
from the undisclosed bunker. And obviously, I love playing guitar. I'm excited to hang out with you guys, get to know everybody a little bit more.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Maggie.
Hey, Maggie.
Hey.
Morning, Maggie.
Hi, guys.
Good morning.
What song are you working on these days?
Me?
Yeah.
You know what? We've been home for Thanksgiving, and my family, my kids have all been home, so I actually wrote like 3 or 4 songs. I was on a songwriting kick over the holiday, so I have some new ones. Most of them are kid songs, but I have one that's not. But it's fun. I don't always get a chance to write like that. I'm not always inspired enough to do it, but it just came in a wave, which is cool.
That's great.
How's your album working out?
My album, well, I haven't started recording yet, but hopefully soon. It's in the works. I know where I'm going to record. I know some of the details, but I haven't gotten the ball rolling, but that's the next step. I hope to get it started soon. I need to get moving on that, I think. Keep the momentum going.
Cool.
All right.
Is it just you, or are you going to have some accompaniment on your?
I'll have some accompaniments. I like to keep it kind of simple. I mean, you guys have seen my friend Adam, who plays mandolin. He's going to be on probably most of the songs, at least playing mandolin and adding in some harmonies and stuff like that. And then we might add like something like a cello, or I'm not really sure. I think we're going to take it one step at a time and sort of record, and then listen to it and see if we want to add any, or if I want to add anything else, So I'm really excited about it.
Are you going to track?
So are we.
You guys are nice.
Are you going to track on any harmony yourself?
I don't know. Probably not. I mean, yeah, probably not. If I wanted a female voice, I would probably try to find a different female voice other than mine. I don't know. I have like a thing. I don't like hearing the same voice do two different parts in a song for some reason. I don't know. It's just a pet peeve of mine. But
You could probably get Danny in there.
what was that?
You could probably get Danny in there on a couple of
Oh
tracks.
yeah, her voice would be beautiful. She's got a gorgeous voice. He's talking about a friend of ours, Danny Ocean, who's a wonderful musician. So.
Yeah. Great. Shall we go around and have someone else? How about you, Ray? Since you're right next to Maggie there.
Oh, am I? Because I'm next to Vic on mine.
Yeah,
This is
Mark is
weird.
in between Maggie and Ray for me.
Well, I'm Ray. I'm from the bottom end of Illinois, just a stone's throw from Kentucky. And I don't know. There's not a whole bunch to know. I'm a pretty simple guy. As far as songs lately, I've been digging the Christmas thing, working on that. And I guess officially I've started on, when did I start on? Last Freight Train, I guess. But I just got started, and then we jumped into the Christmas thing, and our band at church is working on Christmas stuff, so I've been spending more time behind the drums than I have the guitar lately.
Are you mainly a drummer?
I guess you'd say mainly, yeah. Yeah, I've been playing drums for about 20 years, and I'm in a band as a drummer. Every now and then I jump up on guitar if we've got, some acoustic tune that doesn't really lend itself to a full set. But I decided that if we go out camping, a set of drums by the campfire doesn't work out quite as well as a nice GS Mini.
Do you have one of those cajon things?
Yes, I do. And it's fun and it's portable, but how do I say? I guess not quite as expressive as a full set. So I don't really enjoy playing it as much, but it's still a cool toy to play around with.
So Ray, you perform like weekly, essentially?
Yeah, in the church band, I play every Sunday.
Yeah.
And we've done a few street festivals and stuff like that.
Right on.
Wait, so are all of you guys doing the Christmas thing? There was a thread going around like everybody's choosing a song.
What is that?
Yeah, I forget who started it, but they were basically saying like we should put together a little collection of different TAC folks doing like a different Christmas song.
Yeah, I think that was Slim Finger who I think started that. Yeah.
Yeah, the thread's called Christmas Playlist.
Yes.
I'll go back and check that out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
it'll
a few
be fun.
songs on it now.
Yeah. Oh, are there? I haven't kept up on the thread. I'll have to go check those out.
Yeah, Mark got things started with his raw version of his, and I jumped in, and a couple other people jumped in.
I'm sorry, Mark. I didn't even realize that. I haven't checked back on there.
Oh, no worries. No worries. It's just a first cut, But we already got 3 up there, I think.
Yeah.
Are they all different songs, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Carol.
2. I guess there's a third one now. I don't know.
Yeah, I put one in.
Yeah.
And you got to see Carol's.
Carol's is
Carol's is
fantastic.
awesome.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
You gotta watch that.
What did she do? Which song did she play?
Well, the song is great, but there's something else about it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a very visual thing.
I believe she did It Came Upon a Midnight Clear.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks.
Correctly.
Sounds
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
it.
classical nylon string, kind of real nice piece.
Yeah.
And yours just Have Yourself a Merry Christmas, Vic, which I love.
Yeah.
I haven't actually had a chance to listen to it because this whole morning I've been fooling around with this doggone thing.
Yeah.
And Ray's,
We need to catch up on it. He did a great job.
Oh, he's got a nice voice.
Well, the length of time it takes me to learn a song, I'll be ready next Christmas.
Okay, we'll hold you to that.
Thank you.
So okay, Ray. So how about Dom, since he's been so patient and he started. He was like the first joinee. Go for it, Dom. Tell us about yourself. What are you working on? Dom.
Uh-oh.
Dom.
Did we lose Dom?
He's sleeping.
Dom. You.
Yeah.
You have your volume.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
I'm here. I'm not asleep. I just you said since I was the first joinee, so I thought maybe he's talking about somebody else.
Oh, Vic was the first joinee. I'm sorry. Since you were the second joinee.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Me. Let's all. No apologies. Right. Okay. Well, I'm working on 2 Christmas songs, but one of them I already knew. So Jeff, you can take it if you want. It's if I call it simple, then believe me, it's simple. It's Elvis's Blue Christmas, and there's like 4 chords in it, depending on which version you pick. And,
right on.
Nice.
You know.
That's right up my alley.
I'm sorry.
That's right up my alley.
Yeah, there you go. I'm going to do that one that I think I had Mark laughing at last time we were on the air together. I said it was a song by Vince Vance and the Valiants, and they are a real band, and they have a female voice, and she sings really high, and I'm not going to be doing that. But it's All I Want for Christmas Is You, and it sounds like a familiar tune because there's other Christmas songs that have a similar title, but this is I just really like the song. It's all bar chords, so it's a little bit of a challenge, but it's a real pretty song. So I'm going to do that one. I'll do Blue Christmas too if the mood strikes, but whatever.
We need a sequin suit for that one.
Yeah.
A red sequin suit. And keep the beard going.
At least till after Christmas.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I don't know. As far as working on other things, I have a couple songs that I could perform. It's Monday, so when I woke up, I might have done what Maggie used to do. She's always prepared now, so she doesn't do it anymore. But I wake up on Monday and I go, oh my God, what am I doing Thursday night? So
Now I wait until I get up on stage to say that.
Yeah. Yeah. Just to put this mildly, I'm not quite at your level, kiddo. I do have a song that I would like to sing Thursday, but I really have to work on. I'll probably be able to remember the words. We'll see. It's some silly little song I just wrote called "Hey Girl." I may not get through that one though, depending on who's in the audience. But we'll see. I don't know. As far as new songs, I have 2 of them that nobody knows about. But I got really wordy in one of them because it was about my parents growing up. It's called "When They Were Young," and it's okay for open mic if I could remember the words, but it's like 6 minutes long.
Oh,
And
cool.
that's me. So, well, when you start talking about things, if you get storyteller-ish, the next thing you know, you've got 4 chapters. So, I haven't learned how to tame that down yet. And once I write it, I don't know what to get rid of. So, I don't know.
Typical artist.
What's that?
Typical artist.
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. I'd be happy being a typical artist. Yeah. So I didn't buy any guitars this week. So.
What? That's a new record, man. A new record.
I did have a 0015M mahogany in my hand yesterday, and I did see both of the minis that we talked about in the thread, where, as I call him, Allentown Tony bought the one for his daughter. She decided on the mahogany. The rosewood. When she originally was going to go for, as he calls it, the hog mahogany. But Saw both of those in the store, $100 difference between the two, and they're both real pretty and they both sound great. So can't wait to see her on the thread, because she's more stoked to actually get up on stage at open mic than he is. But I think it's all an act.
Well,
What do
she's
you
got
think?
a video up now.
Oh, she
What's
does?
that?
Yeah. I saw it.
She did a Bob Marley tune.
Oh my God!
She does. She does. It's really nice.
This all happened after you all on the East Coast went to sleep.
Apparently, except for her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've been this whole holiday has been, I feel like I've dropped off the face of the earth this whole holiday. It's been so crazy having the kids home this whole time. Poor Dom was like trying to text me, and I think he thought something was wrong because I wasn't getting back to him. It was just crazy. We had sick people taking
I
turns.
know. That's why I was texting. I was seeing how they were doing.
You're sweet. But yeah, I'm sorry to get back to you right away.
That's okay. I understand. I just needed preparation in case Colette was going to get mad if I didn't do a song for her.
Shall we skip to Vic? Hey, Vic. What's your story? What's going on with you?
All right, so I'm in San Bruno, California. That's a suburb of San Francisco, just south of on the peninsula, just south of San Francisco. It's currently dark o'clock still here in the West Coast. And,
yeah.
So I've been working on the Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. There's a little bit more to it that I want to put on for our Christmas album, our Christmas playlist. I've also been working on Last Steam Engine Train. For some reason, that is stumping me for a little bit. I don't know why, but working on that.
That one's hard.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things, and maybe Tony P just makes it look so easy that you say, all right, yeah, I can do it, and then once you get into it, you're like, holy moly, this is hard. So, working on that, and I'm trying to build up a little bit of my repertoire, because I don't know if everyone is planning on going to the TAC retreat, whenever that is, in June.
Yeah.
But we want to get some stuff under our belts for open mics and things like that. So some of the things that I've posted way early was things like some James Taylor tunes and the Kermit the Frog tune.
Nice.
I remember that one.
Rainbow Connection?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one.
Oh, awesome.
So working on those things. And then in a few minutes I'll be leaving for work. So there we go.
By the way, I'm gonna extend this as long as people want to hang out, because we had a pretty late start. I know you got to take off because
Yeah.
work. But
I gotta catch a train.
Yeah, I
some
gotta
of
go
us-
at 7 myself.
Okay. Oh, who was that?
That's
Jeff.
Jeff.
Okay, then Jeff, you go next, please.
So, are you done, Vic? I didn't want to cut
Yeah,
you
no,
off yet.
I'm good.
Okay. So my name is Jeff, and I live in Carmel, California, about 80 miles south of Vic. I can hear the ocean, but I can't see it.
Oh man, you
So it's,
dog.
yeah, well,
We feel
it's
so
cold.
sorry for you.
It's cold. But yeah, so the songs I'm working on, I'm still trying to get Hotel California, and I play it all in a closed position, which I can get through about two of the verses, and then my hand kind of falls off.
Oh yeah.
But that's why they make solos, right? And I'm trying to work on that solo as well. And then for our stuff, I'm still working on the Last Steam Engine Train, which I did and I learned it, but I could never like stitch it all together.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of going back and doing it more slowly this time, and I'm finding it a little bit easier as far as technique goes, because since I did it, I mean, I've had 4 months of exercises and riffs and stuff. So that aspect of it is a little bit easier, but it's the memorization. It's like, I think the thing for me that's hard about it is that the pattern is not a typical pattern all the way through. You kind of have to know what you're doing and get your picking hand to hit the right notes at the right time. It's not like just like an arpeggio, right, Mark?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So now I'm learning what that is. Yeah. So that, and then I'm also working on like a suite of Pink Floyd songs to do acoustically. So
Go right for the easy stuff.
what?
Go right for the easy stuff. That's great.
Yeah. Well, it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
Some of it, yeah.
It's like brain damage is. I love doing that one finger style. You know, you just kind of play it on the 4 high strings.
Yeah.
And sounds pretty cool. It almost sounds like Hawaiian slack key guitar.
Oh, there was a song that I learned that's Pink Floyd a while back. I can't. It's the one with the general and the lines moving back and forth. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
That one's not hard to play. I'll do a video of that one for you.
Yeah. Right on.
That one
right
you
on.
can learn.
So the ones I'm doing is Brain Damage, Time, Wish You Were Here, and Comfortably Numb. So those are the 4.
Those are great.
Yeah.
I have some sheet music for the lead for Comfortably Numb.
Yeah, you know, when I'm working on that, I just put a backing track on and go to town.
Yeah.
Because if you get the flavor of it, it's kind of close enough to learn it note for note. I don't know. That's beyond my capabilities.
Well, David Gilmour's beyond most people's capabilities.
Yeah. But it's all in that B minor pentatonic.
Yeah.
That whole solo.
Cool.
You know, he throws some major accents in there that gives it that sound, but essentially it's B minor pentatonic.
It's pretty neat once you know those pentatonics, because you can go a long way with those things.
Yeah,
A lot
it's
of
like
stuff.
Definitely.
it's like unlocking a door.
It
For
is.
sure. It definitely is.
Cool.
So that's what I got going from Carmel, California.
Can we
Hey,
all
Vic,
come?
let's get together.
Can we come visit you there in Carmel?
Yeah, come on. I'll pick you up at the airport.
Okay. That is a sweet spot to be. Sean, go for it.
Hi, good morning. My name is Sean, but you probably guessed that.
Sean.
I'm just outside of Syracuse, New York, which is the snowiest major city in America.
It can't
Yeah, I
be.
know that's nice. And let's see what else. Songs I'm learning. I'm not learning any TAC songs right now, or any Christmas songs really. I have been trying to learn. I mean, I'm learning songs all the time. Some songs are easy, like you can learn them in a day. But what I've been putting my time into, and it's been maddening, is a song called Big Mon, like M-O-N, which is named after Bill Monroe. And it's pretty tough. At least for me, I've been trying to learn flat picking, excuse me, to hang with the actual guys that do that stuff. And I've never had to bust out a metronome and stuff before. But I've got enough that if I just have to do my break, and then man, I'm dying. Hold on. If I just do my break and they move on, I might be okay. But if they came back to me, I'd be screwed. So, because those guys play so many notes, and it's just learning enough. And I don't know, it's weird because like if you play rock and stuff, somehow it seems easier. But this flat picking stuff is completely unforgiving.
It's insane, man.
I agree with you. That's
No,
why I just do finger picking. I'm trying to learn the flat picking too.
Yeah, no, it really is painful. Every little mistake is totally amplified. Or maybe, you know what, maybe I'm used to hiding behind electric guitars. You know, because acoustic guitars, that's the real deal.
Yeah.
And any mistake, it's out there.
I think
So
you're
that,
right on with that, Sean, really, because I played a lot of electric guitar too, and especially with all those boxes on the floor, you know, you try to keep things clean, but if you want to get them really muddy, I mean, God knows what you're doing when you do that. You know, when you're acoustic, you're not hiding behind anything.
yeah, I think that's true, and also with the acoustic, just the setting a lot of times. You know, there's no drums to hide behind. There's no bass.
Yeah.
You're a whole lot more exposed, and you know,
Yeah.
sometimes it's 2 steps backwards to make 3 steps forward.
Yeah.
Man, that's
I think it's
weird.
physically harder to play an acoustic guitar too. I mean, a lot of people have said, if you want to learn how to play guitar, learn how to play an acoustic guitar, because when you pick up an electric, it will feel easy, even though it's a completely different instrument. If you learn how to play a guitar and learn an acoustic, you'll pick up an electric and just go, wow, this is amazingly easy.
Oh, sure. Now that's absolutely true. The amount of strength it takes
Yeah.
to play an acoustic guitar. I've actually got like tennis elbow these days because I've been playing acoustic guitar so much. In the past, I've been like an electric player, but now where I'm living right now, there's a huge acoustic sort of. That's just what they do around here quite a bit. And I've been doing it. You know, I had a show Saturday, and then we jammed. Like I as soon as I got out of bed, because where they jam, I actually slept there on Saturday night. So as soon as I was up, there's the woman who owns the place with her auto harp, and she's like, "Can we play songs?" And so from like 9 in the morning to 1, she and I played, and then the jam started at 1, and then we did that till 5. So that's a lot of playing, and literally I have like tennis elbow from guitar.
Yeah.
So there you go. But Big Mon, it's pretty interesting. You guys should listen to it. I've been looking at the Tuttles. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But man, Molly Tuttle, that girl makes me want to throw myself out a window. I mean, a lot of people. What's that?
First floor window, please.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people want to make me throw myself out a window, but her and her brother, they're so good, and they don't even seem that interested in what they're doing. Almost, they're so awesome.
Yeah,
But
they're really good.
Yeah, they're really good, and she sings awesome too.
Yeah.
So whatever. All right. Well, that's my story today, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
And sorry, guys, but I got to get going. So nice to meet you.
I got to kick out of here.
It was so good to see you.
Nice to meet you, Maggie.
Have a good
Take care,
day.
Jeff. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye, Jeff.
Thanks, Mark.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, Jeff's leaving too? Oh, bye,
Yeah.
Jeff.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
Bye,
Have a
guys.
good day at work.
Jeff.
Thanks. Bye.
Those California guys are
Yeah.
doing stuff like working.
That's life. That's what they're saying anyway.
Yeah, they're grabbing their surfboards.
Yeah.
Jeff's
so,
definitely doing that.
So I'll do my little spiel. Oh, by the way, I asked Sean if he would share some of his electric playing, and he sent me a video, and he's something else on electric guitar.
Awesome.
Oh, go on with yourself.
He's kind of like Santana. He's a little like Santana. No, he's really good. So I know he doesn't like to show off, but he's pretty awesome. So first of all, I think So I'm in the suburbs of Chicago, and I think I posted it, but Tony P was out here visiting last week, and the two of us got our schedules aligned enough so I got to go meet with him at a Starbucks somewhere. And that was really cool. We actually talked for about an hour and a half.
Nice.
Just the two of us sitting in Starbucks, and he is just the coolest guy. He is just so down to earth and friendly, and he may seem like a celebrity on the website, but he's just a normal guy. So that was great. I've been working on a lot of Christmas songs. I take these classes, and I've got a packet of Christmas songs to learn. And one of them, which I guess I'll try to play for you guys, is that Linus and Lucy thing.
Right.
Which you probably heard played on piano. It's got a really syncopated rhythm part that goes with the lead. Which I'm not playing at the same time because I don't think you can on guitar, but it's kind of go back and forth between the two. But it's a different tuning too. It's like a drop D, and then you tune your G down to an F sharp, and it sounds pretty good. Yeah. So let's see what else. I started taking singing classes, singing lessons. I've had a couple of those. I'm going to keep doing that for a while. It really helps with your shyness, singing in front of people, because that's basically what you do the whole lesson. You just no guitar to hide behind or make mistakes on. In my case, you just you just sit or stand by the piano and sing over and over and over and over again. And you work on your breath control and get little hints about about your notes and stuff like that. And I think it's going to be great for me. Let's see. No guitars. I did go to this high-end guitar store that people have been telling me about here in the area for a long time, and they're like the premier Taylor dealer, so they've got this new Taylor showroom they're setting up, and the guitars they have up so far are all custom, really nice looking things. And the owner was telling me about how driving him crazy because they're very exacting about how they want things, and he's very exacting about how he wants his store, so they're kind of butting heads. And then he took me into the Santa Cruz room, and I got to play a couple of Santa Cruz guitars, and those things are just feel like you're holding a bird in your hands, when you play one of those things. It's so light and so responsive. It's just a whole nother class. I mean, Martins are great. They're well built, sturdy, solid guitars. Santa Cruzes just feel like they're light, So I played two of those things, and if I had the $5,000 to spend on each one of them, I might, but I don't. But you should, if you get a chance to play a Santa Cruz guitar, play one, because it has a whole different feel to it. It was great. And one of them had that real wide nut. It's a 12-fret finger-picking guitar, and that takes some getting used to. That's not, that's pretty different feel. And kind of disorienting. The strings are so much, you feel how much wider apart they are. But a great place. So I guess that's it. Oh yeah, I guess my thing lately is I'm going back and starting to play some of Tony's bluegrass songs, because I've kind of figured out that if I have a stage fright point, it's actually playing guitar. Like I can usually get through singing okay, but when it comes to doing something kind of fancy with the guitar, that's where I kind of lose it. So I'm going to kind of focus on that in the near future and put up some performances of that kind of thing. I know I'll make mistakes, but you kind of have to get through it and learn the techniques, but also get through that whole freezing and your fingers not working the way you want them to when people are watching deal. I think you all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So why don't does anyone have something that they'd like to, I don't know, play or share? Or I know Sean's always good for a little mini lesson.
Well, I've been sort of staying quiet because it seems like I hog these things a little bit.
You know.
But yeah, if you guys decide you want to go that way, and I think everyone except Maggie was here the last time I did one of those things, and I sort of have an extension or a variation on that magic chord that I showed you guys last time. So yeah, talk amongst yourselves. But if you guys want to do that, I think I have another nifty sort of couple of minutes that I can show you like easy chords that you can get a lot of mileage out of. So
I say
whatever you like.
I'm game for that. In fact, for Maggie's benefit, why don't you just quickly go through the original chord progression just so she sees what it is, and then go on to your extension.
Okay. Now let me only ask this. I'm sorry, I don't mean to embarrass you, Maggie, but I thought that sort of Maggie was like the guest of honor today, and so I'm happy, to share anything and everything, but I wasn't sure if it was really supposed to be about her doing what she does.
No. Let's hear it. We don't need that. I want to hear what you have to do.
All right. I mean, if you're cool with that, I mean, it's okay with me. I just don't want it to be the Sean show.
No, and this isn't the Maggie show either, and I don't think even Mark wanted it to be like that. It's just because my schedule's so crazy, it's hard for me. I think it was more a favor for me that he that I could attend.
I wanted Maggie to have a chance to hang out with people because I think it's so fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Mark.
No worries. Go for it, Sean.
You know what? And Mark, thank you for doing this. I mean, because you do this, you're the guy behind this every time, and I realize how stressful this has to get in the beginning of these things. You running around putting out fires to make this work. So I mean, I think everyone does, but I appreciate the effort.
That's why I have this glass of this clear fluid here.
Okay, so I'm adjusting my camera here, because there's only a little box of what I can see of myself. Does that give you enough view that you can sort of see what my hands do?
That's good.
You can click on your picture, Sean, and then it'll lock in on you, of course.
Oh yeah, if I can see what I'm showing. Oh, okay, cool. All right. Is there enough light? Does it all work?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I can see it.
That's a little better.
Okay. So, everything that I sort of show is based on blues because it's just easy to get your head around, and people's ears are kind of familiar with that. And so, the magic easy chord that we looked at last time, it was an E6 is what it's called. And so that would be composed of, let's see how I do it. I put my ring finger on the 7th fret of the A string. Then I put my pointer finger on the 6th fret of the D string. And I put my FU finger on the 6th fret of the G string. And so you can strum those, but what I'll do is I'll pick each note, and you can use every string, and it gets you sort of like a cowboy swing sound, and it sounds like this. And the notes are sort of jumbled and out of order because of the position you're in, but when you start finger picking that, it sounds huge. It creates sort of an illusion in your ears. And so you can also use, well, I guess you already got your ring finger on the 7th fret of the A, but you can bounce that between the 7th fret of the A and the 7th fret of the E if you want it to get a little more mileage out of that. And with that chord, I mean, you can see I'm just one ding-a-ling sitting here, but with all those open strings, it sounds like I got a whole lot going on. And so that's a fun chord, and chords like that. Open strings are your friends. Now, expanding upon that, that's an E. If you take your pointer finger and just move that down 1 fret, then you get Here you go, someone.
Minor.
Okay,
Huh?
and so you go from an E6, you just move that finger down 1 fret, and that gives you an A7.
That's so weird.
Well, it's so awesome.
Cool.
Because you get 1 finger is all you have to move, and now if your finger, and so here's what that sounds like. And now sometimes you may have to blow off the low E. The low E fits in an A chord, but you've got to sort of see how you want to do that about playing with your bass notes. But if you just use the 5 higher strings, well, even the low E you can get away with. But let me pick this for a second. We'll start with the E6. All right, now I'll move down. So you can hear 1 finger, and you get all that music.
That's cool.
Okay, so are you guys following along so far?
Yeah.
Okay,
Me
cool.
too.
Now, you've got this position. This is our A7th, and I'll go over it again. So you've got your ring finger is on the 7th fret of the A.
Mm-hmm.
Your pointer finger is on the 5th fret of the D. And your middle finger, it's now I can't hardly move it because my other fingers are all on the fretboard.
The foo finger.
The FU finger is on the 6th fret of the G. So that's, and I'll make a video of this again like I did last time and put it out there. So don't worry if you don't get this. So that's your A. Now, dig this. You take that mess right there, move it up 2 frets. And that is a B7. So what is that chord? Now we're at, you've got your ring finger is on the 9th fret of the A. Your pointer finger is on the 7th fret of the D.
Yeah.
And your middle finger is on the 8th fret of the G.
Cool.
And you really can, if you're strumming, you can let all the strings ring again. Or if you're finger picking, you can kind of use the low E, but you have to be judicious about it. Because again, E is in the B chord, but when you're finger picking, it may break up your pattern and sound a little weird. So you have to be a little careful. But so here's, with the whole thing, you've got A. I'm sorry, E, E6. Your first chord, now A, then back to E, now B, and then E. And so that gets you like a cowboy swing blues, and I'll play the whole thing just a little bit, and it's like this. And hopefully, at least to my ears, with those open strings, it sounds real big. You sort of get more noise out of just one person. And now I'll even throw the low E in there. Just I think when you can get the low E in, it sounds even bigger. And so there you go. And you know how you guys earlier were talking about the minor pentatonic scale? Well, since that would be like an E blues, you can play the E minor pentatonic scale over that, and suddenly you're a rock star. And I'm not sure how much to say or to play, because I'm just spitting it out there, but I hope that made sense.
Does E major pentatonic probably works over that too, right?
Yeah. It you know, again, some of these things are they're sort of more like a framework, but they both work. And when you say like minor pentatonic and major, that's how like B.B. King and Eric Clapton do most of their playing. They vary between the major and the minor, and then you figure out how to bend, and then you're in business. Because you know what I mean, like because the scale. Okay, so you can like play those notes, but Eric Clapton takes those same notes and he goes. And it's those same notes, but they just have mojo.
Yeah, definitely.
They you know what I mean? Because you can go, or you can go, or you know, or whatever. But it's those scales, that minor pentatonic scale, is how most people get started on playing their rock. And then the major scale is just, it's more sort of uptown sounding. I'm sorry, I screwed up. It's just like a little happier, a little more, well, a little more uptown is how I like to say it. Sounds a little more like when Jethro pulls up in front of the bank.
Right.
The Hillbillies.
Yeah. I gotta go, guys. I wish I could look at more of that Sean stuff because I got some similar things that I've done, and we could probably do some things together. But
I'll set up another one.
I had to make an appointment.
Okay, see you, Dom.
See you, Dom.
All right, thanks. We'll see you.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a quick question before we continue. So Sean, when you first started, you know, we were talking about the view of the camera, and Mark had said to click on your picture at the bottom for you, and so I was just fooling around. So now I'm like clicked on your picture, but is there a way to get it back to whoever's talking?
Oh, come on! You want
to click on it again?
Not that I don't enjoy seeing you the entire time, Sean.
Right. Well, I can screenshot this and email it to you, so that way you'll be able to look all the time.
Can we get posters? Can we get a T-shirt?
There, just click on the little icon again of me, and that will release the screen.
Oh. That was easy. You guys are going to think, well, I guess I am technologically, I struggle with that stuff, but I really seem like I'm struggling today.
That's really cool thing, Sean. Oh, by the way, I have this homework to learn about the pentatonic scale, so our teacher gave us this packet, and I learned one thing I didn't know, probably more than one, but one thing that stuck with me, which is when you're using the minor pentatonic and the major pentatonic, the notes that they have in common are the 1 and the 5. So that's kind of where, if you want to switch between, play both minor and major pentatonic, you kind of, the 1 and the 5 are good places to do it.
That's absolutely right. And I'll run some little bit more through you, which may or may not blow your mind. But
I
the
hope so.
1 and the 5, that's sort of what defines. I'm sorry. Did you say the 1 and the 5?
Yeah, the root and the fifth of the scale.
Okay. Because often it's the third. Oh, sorry, I'm freaking out. Yeah, that works. I was about to say that the difference is often that the third is how you decide major and minor, but maybe that's too complex or too much thinking. But what I was going to share is that how we said, well, you could play the E minor pentatonic. I don't know if you guys are familiar. Some people are, sometimes some people are not. But like if this is an A bar chord, and I think, well, most people I think at our level are familiar with the A bar chord.
The E-shaped A.
Yeah, well, it's an E shape, and then if you move that up 1, 2, 3, yeah, up 5 frets,
Right.
and you know the nut is your bar when you play an open E, and so you just take the nut and you slide it all the way up, and now you have A. And so if you wanted to play that pentatonic scale, you think of where your bar is, and that is sort of that bar is sort of the base for your box. They call that the blues box, and that bar is the bass. You know, if you play B, then you start here. If you play A, you start here. Play G, start here. So it's wherever that bar is, all those notes are part of that pentatonic scale. And so that's a good way to think of how to root yourself. And then I'll show you one more little thing and quit because it may be too much. And the same idea, like if this is A, okay, and this is sort of a little more rock and roll and acoustic, but you can use it in acoustic. This bar, that's also where all your Chuck Berry comes from. It all starts right there. You know, if you're in B, you can do this. And anytime you get in a bind, you know, if you need to get through, you can just you do that for 8 beats or something, and then you can hopefully get out of there and you'll look cool like you know what you're doing. and it never fails, because anywhere on the neck, if you just think, you know, where would the bar chord be? You know, because even if this is a D down here, this is a D up here, and so you can start your solo like that. So there, does that all make sense? I know that's a lot that just got thrown out there.
That's good.
Okay, cool. And so I'll stop there because I'll do this all day. I'm a mental patient with guitars.
We'll schedule you for another session with a therapy group.
Yeah, and the video that I did last time, did that work out okay? 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
I'll do it again if anyone
please.
found that valuable.
Really valuable.
Yeah, that was great.
Okay, well then when I get a little time over the next day or two, I'll try to do that again, and I'll try to sort of put the 2 videos together so you can see how we started with that chord and now we're working.
Yeah, I think you did a different B. You had us play the open B7, and this one is better because it's right there.
Yeah, this one. Well, this one I used before because it's hopefully more familiar.
Exactly.
But this one is a little. It's just different. You can, you know, those different notes or the different order of the notes sort of twist your ear around a little bit.
Exactly.
And I think it's fun, at least. Hopefully you guys will too.
That's great.
Yeah. Hey, when you do it, could you nail down that picking pattern that you're throwing down there with your right hand?
I will try my best. I wish I don't know how Tony does that 2-camera thing.
Yeah, 2 cameras.
Because well, obviously you saw my last video. That wasn't a high-tech affair. But I could literally play the one part and then camera 2.
You could do that.
And then it's
That's a good view.
but yeah, it'll be hokey. But if that, yeah, I don't have a problem doing it. I have no shame, so if that works for you guys, then
Totally. That's great.
cool.
That's
All
great.
right, fun.
Okay. Does someone else have? Hey, so Maggie, I actually have a question for you. I was watching you play your song, and which one is it? It's the one that you sent me that you were doing harmony on.
Oh, have you left today?
Sure. And so I don't know if you ever posted the chords, but that's drop D, right?
That one.
Drop D with a capo somewhere.
Is it? No, I don't think it is. Hold on.
Let's see. Because you were playing your G.
It's regular tuning, standard tuning.
So can you go through the chords real quick, if you don't mind?
Yeah. You guys know that I'm awful with knowing the names of chords, so I'll try to
There
do
you
this. Okay, so the first one, this is so bad, you guys are going to laugh. Like, I don't really know the names of chords.
go. That's an F.
I know the names of a lot of them, but...
Could you do me a favor and move point your camera just a little bit lower? At least on my computer.
That's as low as it goes.
No, lift up your guitar neck a little higher. Yeah, because where your hands are right behind the little icons for all the people.
How about this?
Yeah, okay.
Perfect.
And you'll have to excuse the room behind me. This is my kids' craft room, so they have a lint roller and all sorts of stuff.
It's very authentic. I think you should use this for your album art.
What kind of guitar is that? That seems pretty fancy now that I'm looking.
Yeah, this is a D35 Seth Avett. It's a signature edition.
Oh my!
Really
Well, I'll trade you my car. Man, that's a high-end guitar right there. Good for you.
It's a really nice guitar. I know. Best
Yeah.
Christmas present I ever got.
Oh my!
Okay, so to answer Mark's question on my song "Have You Left Today," starts off whatever this chord might be. So it's not a C, but it's what's the
F.
one if you go down a little bit?
F.
That's an F.
F. So it's an F, and then I.
Get
And then
that
a
bottom
C.
note. And then a C, okay.
Then G.
And G.
What's that? A minor.
A minor.
See, this is so embarrassing.
No,
I
it's
just
good.
listen to see if it sounds good. And that's basically and then I do finger picking over.
I could have sworn when I saw you do it though, you were doing your G. If I can do this up here, and that I know when you do drop D, that's how you play your G.
No, wait. Say that again. Now that I have you on full.
I could have sworn when I saw you do the video of this, you
So
had
that,
you
I
were
think
playing your G up here.
you're thinking of "Bring Me a Carpenter." I think that one's drop D.
Oh, okay, I am. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah. Do you want me to show the chords for that one?
Yes, please.
Okay. So for that, you're right. I do drop D, and I capo. It seems different every time, but can you guys see my hands?
Yes.
Okay. My guitar goes out of tune when I capo up. I think I need to have it adjusted a little bit. But
No, you know what? It's because of how you have your capo on there.
really,
Yeah. Here's as soon as I saw that, what you want to do when you put the capo on is you want to get it as close to the fret as possible, and you want to watch when you let the tension off. That you're letting look as you're doing that, and you'll learn how to let the tension onto the guitar so your strings don't move up or down. It's a real subtle thing, but try that and see if you're not more in tune.
I'll try that.
Yeah, and watch.
Still out of tune.
Well, practice that. And
I think I need to practice.
Yeah, or you want to buy one of these $150 capos.
Yeah, one of these.
I saw you guys were talking about that, weren't you? Those really expensive capos.
Yeah,
like
they screw on.
The tension goes straight back and forth as opposed to at an angle like the spring.
Oh, right. Yeah, I can see that.
But we're just being silly now. That's a lot of money.
I spent all my money on the guitar.
Right.
Okay, so this would be Mark. It's
D.
Yep. But I don't fret the last string there.
Which one? Oh, the top string? You're leaving it off.
Yeah, but you could, because I don't play it anyway. But
so you're just hammering on those the couple of strings there. Okay, good.
And then it's an A minor. Wait, hold on. You'd think that I could remember my own song here.
No, you never do on stage. I'm just kidding.
I know, I never do. I can't even remember the names of it when I'm on stage. Okay. Okay, I really can't. Hold on, wait. I haven't played this one for a while. Alright, so that's a funny... So this is kind of like an A minor, but without pressing the G. Without fretting that G string.
A minor 7 then.
Sense?
Yeah, it's an A minor 7.
A minor 7. Thank you.
No problem.
And then I go down to the... That's what you're saying.
And are you doing anything with your fingers down there on the G? Do you
I'm pressing...
something?
Yeah, so the G and the A. Just those two.
You never use your first finger to hammer on something? I thought maybe you did at some point. No.
Actually, yes. During certain parts of the song, I will hammer on right here.
So it gives you another G? Or no, it's not on the first string, it's on like the second or third?
Second string.
Okay. Okay. Yep. It gives
so
you
that's it.
Your chord. I got it. Okay.
And then I also hammer on there.
Could you do me one more favor? Can I see your? Can you make it so we can see your right hand?
My right hand?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about how your hand works.
The computer would go down more.
Yeah.
Can you see now?
Yes.
Okay. Then I add a little note.
That's nice. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Sorry, it's driving me crazy that my guitar is out of tune. Can't stand that.
It's a good sign. You have good ears.
Sorry. But that's Bring Me a Carpenter. You get all that? I'll be impressed if you did.
Well, it's recorded too.
Oh, good. Okay.
I did. No, I'm going to be slowing down the right hand and zooming in on it and enlarging it because I know there's a lot of people who want to know your secret about that.
My secret.
Exactly. Cool. Thank you.
That's that one. No problem.
Thank you. So, hey, Ray, do you have something you want to sing or demonstrate for us today? You don't?
Not really. I'm still on the low end of the learning curve here.
I've heard you play, and I wouldn't say that.
If you want to learn the drum part from Wipeout, I could do that. But
oh yeah,
the guitar side, I'm not much for teaching.
So okay, so I have a little something I'll show you guys. And this won't be new to Sean, but I get into the jazzy stuff a lot. And let me click on my picture so I can see it. So one of the songs that I'm learning is "Girl from Ipanema," which is
Oh,
a
excellent. No, that's
lot
great.
of fun to play. And the chords aren't bad, and I won't show it all to you because it's kind of there's a lot of chords. But so it starts off with this thing that's a 6/9, and the way you do it is you just bar at the 3rd fret the 3rd and 4th strings, and then you put 2 fingers on the 5th and 3rd strings. So it sounds like you can actually get the 1st string too. So that's a 6/9, and then it goes to this is a 9, and just a regular 9 chord. You put your index finger on the 5th fret, 4th string, and then your middle finger on your foo finger on the 5th, on the 6th fret of the 5th string, and then you just bar the other top strings, and it's that kind of sound. And then you drop your finger to get a minor, and then you play a 7 here. So a great thing about jazz chords is you can play them with just 3 strings. A lot of them. It's strange, but all you need is a 1 and a 3 and a 7 to play jazz rhythm. So the sound is kind of like tall and tan and young and lovely. The girl from Ipanema goes walking, and as she passes, each one she passes goes on. So there's a little flavor of jazzy stuff in it. I have books and books and books of jazz chords, but really at the base, a really cool thing is, like I said, all you really need to play a 7 chord is a 1 and a 3 and a 7. The 5 just kind of adds a little. The 5th tone just adds a little bit of texture and body to the chord, but it doesn't. It's the 1 and the 3 and the 7 make up the actual chord. So I'll post a video of that, of the whole thing at some point. But really, it's 1 4-string chord, and then all the rest of the chords are 3-string chords. And it lends itself well to finger picking. So I don't know if it's something you'll ever want to get into, Maggie, but it's something that you could definitely pick up.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Seems like you're pretty busy with what you're doing, though.
I'm not busy at all. Finding time to even play guitar is hard, but make time.
When you work on your songs, Maggie, I'm curious about how it kind of comes to you. Since you write a lot of songs, do you tend to start with the lyrics first and then do the music second, or is it the other way?
I would probably, you know what? If I had to choose one, I would probably say I start with the music first. But most of the songs I've written have kind of been something that they kind of both develop at the same time. You know what I mean? I'll think of like a little tune or something, and I'll play around with it, and then to keep going, I'm like, okay, I need to be able to sing something with this to see. And so even if it's not the real lyrics that I'm going to end up using, hang on one second, then I just make up, even just use a poem from someone else, or I put words to it, but eventually it kind of comes together. So but I would say music first, probably. If gives me the feel for what I want the song to be about, too, once I have the music in my head.
So you just kind of play around with the chord progressions and melodies?
Yeah. Yeah, that's usually how it comes about.
That's interesting. Okay. I've kind of gone the other way. I usually start with words, and I usually just kind of write out, it's a big jumble, maybe even just an idea, and then I kind of write it out, and and the chord progression is kind of second. So I guess I kind of approach it like sort of like writing a poem. You know, and I work in rhymes and meter and all that kind of stuff, and then I try to come up with a chord progression that fits it. But the problem is sometimes you can't, you know, you get a feeling from the words, and then it's hard to come up with music that matches.
Yeah.
That matches. So I like your approach. That's pretty cool.
So, are there any other songs that you're working on, like writing?
Yeah. Yes. There's one that I wrote a while back called something Darkness in Darkness. I don't know if you saw that.
I don't think I did.
It's on open mic somewhere.
Okay.
It's kind of dark. And then there's one I've been working on for a while that's it's like a visual picture song. I take the train every day and I get downtown, and there's all these church steeples that stick up kind of above the city, and they give me this kind of feeling that like of like a vitality that was there at some point, and then like everyone's moved away and there's nothing left but the church steeple sticking up out of the old city. And it kind of also reminds me of old couples, you know, whose children have moved away and kind of life has passed them by. So I have this kind of, you know, it's a whole set of feelings that it kind of invokes for me.
Yeah.
And,
you know, Mark, that's a fascinating, interesting, cool that you just said, because like we're in different parts of the country, but because I used to be out there by you, I know exactly that train route, and I know exactly the things that you're seeing. So that's sort of freaky when you explain that, because yeah, it's weird. I know, and those feelings and those thoughts, that's brilliant. And yeah, that's cool, Mark.
Just have to get some music to go with it. I've been playing around with kind of a minor leading chord progression that E minor, A7, and some other stuff, and I don't exactly like it, so kind of stuck there. But I guess I also kind of find that some of these song ideas, you work on them for a while and then you think like, oh, okay, well that's not really going anywhere, and you kind of put it aside and you come back to it.
Yep, I do that too.
I've got this kind of upbeat idea for a song about. I guess there have been 3 songs like this on our forums, so maybe it's not original at all, but you know, are any of them? But it's kind of about how you should just go for it, and not just singing and playing, but kind of, you know, more like around how you should approach your life and how you shouldn't let things hold you back. Things that are kind of scare you or that are hard to deal with, and also that you know, you kind of have to be true to yourself. So, yeah, and that's about as far as I've gotten with that one, actually. Right there. Maybe I've kind of banged around a
You're not really following your own train of thought there, then. The just do it thing.
Oh yeah, and that's true.
Oh man, smacked in the face with the practice what you preach.
Oh no! I didn't mean it like that. I was just doing it. But they're all a work in progress. I get that.
Yeah, and it's a real, you know, it's something that I have to get by is this feeling like I have to do all this editing. You know, because if you do that, if you stop yourself and think like, oh, is that really good enough, or is that really saying something that's profound, that can just stop you from writing a song right there. You kind of have to, I think you just have to kind of let it go and, you know, put it out, write down something today and play something and be satisfied with it. And that's what I'm trying to do.
No, I know exactly what you mean, and I think that's exactly why over the break I, you know, spit out so many songs, because I was like, I'm just going to write some kid songs, and, you know, kid songs, I don't feel like I hold them to the kind of, you know, because you can make kids laugh or do whatever with very easily. You don't really have to be profound, you know, but that's exactly what it was. You know, I just, like, who cares? I'll just write some things, and I know the kids will like it, and it gives you a little bit more freedom, and then before you know it, you have like 3 or 4 songs that have come out of it.
So some pretty famous people have written some of their biggest hits that way. Like there's some song they put on their album. They said, I didn't really like this song. I didn't think it was anything special.
Yeah.
And it turns out to really be one of their better songs. So yeah. Anyway, this is all philosophical, and really what you got to do is get out there and just write and play. Yeah. Ray, have you started to think about writing songs and fooling around with that? What is attacking you there?
It's a fly. I don't know, and it's really fascinated with my left eye. But I have an idea. I've been kicking around, and I haven't done much more than kick it. But it's one because my father was the one that kind of, he played guitar for his whole life, and he tried to get me to do it, and I never really jumped on it back then. And then he passed away about 6 years ago, and now I'm at this point where I would love to be able to sit and play with him because he played all the time, and now it's just not something I can do. So I've got this idea about just one more song, one more time, and I'm also I lost my mom a couple of years ago, and we used to sit and watch John Wayne movies, and I'm thinking about just one more movie. So I've got this idea rattling around of just one more.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Do you have a sort of a tune or a feel for it yet, or?
Not really. Just kind of a basic feel about a tempo and a rhythm, but I haven't jumped into any chords or trying to fit it into a range or anything yet.
I like it. I like it a lot.
It's back.
Yeah. That's a great one. Dom is like my model for writing songs because, man, they just come out of him,
Yeah.
And I think that's the way you got to be about it. Really, is just open the spigot and let it come out. And how about you, Sean? Have you actually that last solo that you played? I mean, that thing could be an instrumental song on an album. That thing was great.
Well, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, when I do that stuff, I try to think in terms of trying to make it like a song. Most of those solos are done in a couple tries, usually for as long as it takes to get the sound right and the camera pointed in the right direction. But before I play them, I try to think a little bit. Well, how would you make that a song, as opposed to just pushing your fingers down on those notes? So thank you. I mean, that's nice because that's what I was going for. And then as far as songs go, yeah, I've written a whole bunch of songs, and it's funny that I guess Maggie said really about when you just let it go, that's when you get good songs. The best songs, or when I'm the most productive, it seems like, is when someone wants a song, and I'm almost like sort of annoyed or something. Like, why don't you write a song about this? And I'm like, all right, whatever. To make them happy, or whatever the case. And then because I'm not trying to write Hey Jude or something, then I spit out a song like in a night, and it works out pretty well. I wrote almost a whole album for a guy. Mark, I could send you some links if you want.
Please.
There was this guy who in Schaumburg, he's like the biggest drug dealer in Schaumburg, and I just happen to know him. And he's horrible. He has no talent at all. But he's like, well, I'll pay you and rent the studio. I want to make a record. And I'm like, how am I going to turn that down? So I'm like, okay. And I rounded up some guys and wrote some songs. And because there was sort of no pressure, it all turned out great. And so I really think that songwriting And that's why some artists drink and stuff like that, because it loosens you up a little, and then it comes out easier. And Maggie, probably my most popular song was a kid's song we wrote about unicorn poop. Like as soon as we said that, like my daughter was rolling on the ground, and so her like first grade friends would come over and, Daddy, sing about the unicorn poop. And so yeah, no, kid songs can be great, but songs in general, when you just let them come out and don't try to change the world. I mean, who am I? If I was so smart, I'd be rich right now with my songs. But when I think that writing songs, just let it come out, and you never know what you're going to get. So there you go. Yeah, I'll ship you some SoundCloud links this afternoon, Mark.
That'd be great. Yeah, anyone who's I won't post them. That's your prerogative. But I'd be happy to.
Well,
hear them.
I don't mind posting them, but it's not like it's me with an acoustic guitar. It's like actual like recorded stuff, and I don't know where the line gets drawn. That's why, like, I sent you that link of me playing with the band, and I'm not sure where what sort of are the rules or what's in good taste for the website. So that's why I've been sort of keeping that behind the scenes.
Okay, well, that's very nice of you. But I'd really like to hear it,
Sure.
I mean, as far as posting, do you mean like posting something with a whole band behind you? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, yeah. I mean, like, because they have this, the stage section of the forum and whatnot, and like, I don't have any videos of me playing and singing any of my songs, just like with an acoustic guitar.
Right.
They're all like recorded, or they're like videos of like we're in a bar and someone, they've got their iPhone or they've got a video camera. And so, I mean, it's me playing, but I don't know if it's relevant to the website.
I think it would. I mean, posting it in open mic. I mean, look at what Dom posts every week with our open mic experience. That's not exact. I mean, it's acoustic guitar, but I don't know. I think people on the site just sort of like to get to know everybody a little bit more, and if you're creating music, even if it's not acoustic guitar or there's, it's a real recording, which is kind of cool, I think people would enjoy seeing it. You could post that in open mic, I think. Don't you guys think?
Yeah, totally.
I'm okay with it.
I mean, people can just, if they don't like it, just don't watch it.
Yeah.
What I'm saying.
And I don't think anybody there is not going to like it anyway. I think everybody enjoys sort of getting to know everybody a little bit more and seeing what people are up to musically with different projects, and I think it's inspiring to people. Especially.
Yeah, Trace does a bunch of that stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, Trace just said he wants to join, so I'm trying to add him here for a minute.
Oh, cool. Wow. I wonder if he's, I'm surprised he has power. I think I saw a thing on the forums yesterday about the storms that he's...
Oh, yeah, the ice
you guys
storm.
see that? The ice storm and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's been on the news even. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
We'll see. Or Gus, as he's known by now. Well, it used to be it was Trace, and then it was just a dude. Now it's Gus. I'm just surprised he hasn't changed his picture.
What you doing?
This may take a little while. I don't know how long you guys have to hang out. I'm not gonna. We'll probably, once Trace comes on, we'll probably just say hi and probably have to move on.
All right, we'll see you later.
No, wait. Oh, you're talking to your daughter. Okay. Sorry.
No, I wasn't going now. I was just, never mind.
Yeah, switching context there. I'm lucky. I've got no distractions. Judging from how long it takes people to join their first time, the things to figure out, he may or may not get it this time. I hope he does. So Maggie, are you doing anything? Are you playing outside? That's anything other than at the place you always play? Are you getting a chance to get together with people and play?
Right now, well, I get together once a week and I rehearse with Adam. We're just working on some of the songs and getting ready to record and everything, but that's not like performing. But I'm going to start doing like school performances just for kids and everything, just to have something to do during the day that I thought would be fun. And we played for my kids' school about 2 weeks or so ago, and it was a lot of fun. So much fun. We played for the whole school. I was kind of nervous about that because I've done that in the past, but it's been like, it started off with my daughter's class, so just 15 kids, and then the year after that they wanted me to do a little show for the whole early childhood, which was like nursery through kindergarten. And then this time they wanted me to do something for the whole school, which is up to 8th grade. So you can imagine it was hard to do something for 3-year-olds that 3-year-olds and 8th graders would have fun with and appreciate. But it turned out really well. I had to throw in some pop songs in there and do like Taylor Swift and that song, Fight Song. Those were 2 big hits, but it was fun.
Yeah, we never got to hear you play those because your camera people would just fell down on the job.
I know. Yeah, that's right. They said they got tired after the first song. I was like, what?
Come on.
It was fun though.
Oh,
but so hopefully I'll be doing more of that.
Okay. It's for me. Just I get the chance to go down to the school and play with the music school and play and sing with people every week, and that is just to get to sing with people is so cool.
Yeah.
I get, I can go back and forth between singing harmony and try out different harmony parts, and it's just, for me, that's just heaven. I don't know if Gus is going to join here or not. I haven't seen anything from him in a while. Probably pounding on his keyboard, knowing him. No, that's really neat. So do you want to sing a little bit of one of your pop songs for us? I'd like to hear it.
Sure.
Go for it.
Oh gosh, which one I haven't done these for a while either. What do you guys want? I have how about Taylor Swift? Do you guys know Bad Blood?
I think I listened to it on YouTube when I saw that you did it. So
All right.
Probably be my favorite Taylor Swift song after you sing it.
It's much better with a gymnasium full of kids who will sing along, just to warn you. All right. Hold on. Let me just get this one. You guys, I guess you guys know it. Can you see okay?
Yeah.
All right, let's sing. There are some words. Did you have to do this? I was thinking that you could be trusted. Did you have to ruin what was shining? Now it's all rusted. Did you have to hit me where I'm weak, baby? I could. And rub it in so deep, saw the moon like you're laughing right at me. Oh, it's so sad to think about the good times, you and I. 'Cause baby, now we got that blood. No, it used to be mad fun. So take a look what you've done. Baby, now now we got problems, and I don't think we can solve them. You made a really deep cut, baby, now we got bad blood. And I didn't really know the rest of it.
That's great.
That's pretty much it. And then we did the chorus a couple times, and the whole school was singing, and they loved it. It was fun.
I can see why. That's really nice.
It was great because Adam was there, and he played with mandolin. It was kind of a cool version of that song that they hadn't probably expected, but it was fun.
No, it's really good. You get the feel of it just really well.
Yeah.
You got the you got the rhythm down just right. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah, love it.
Yeah, that was really good. You're a real nice singer.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Sean.
no, you're a good singer. That's for sure.
Yeah, I want to be Maggie when I grow up.
That'd be real sweet, Ray. I'd like to.
Oh, you guys are fun.
Yeah.
Do you want to play something, Mark? Or Ray?
I could, but how about you, Ray?
I could grab a guitar.
Go for it.
Oh, let's see. Can you hear it? I can't hear it.
Oh yeah. It's good.
Okay. Well, let's go with this. Like I said, my dad was the one that got me started, and the first thing he taught me that actually kind of stuck was Malagueña. So I play. I mean, when I'm playing and singing and messing around, you know, I'll try some James Taylor, Paul Simon, that type of stuff, and then I always fall back to that flamenco thing. I don't know. Can you see anything there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't play it like that though. Let's try this.
We don't need to sing. We'll
Yeah,
just
I
hear
want to
you.
hear it.
Ah, my hands aren't working this morning. Then you go into the bass line. And after all those years, that's the one thing I remember from the stuff that Dad taught me.
That's pretty cool. Classical guitar kind
Then
of
after
thing.
that, I'm just a
Flamenco sort of too. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, you know what? That's really cool that you got that from your dad. That is $1 million song waiting to be written, by the way. That your dad wanted to teach you the guitar, and then it was only after he died that now you're playing guitar. And man, that's a total Nashville hit. You got to write that song.
Well, maybe this will be my motivation, and I'll get into it then.
Yeah, no, it's
I think you
brilliant.
should. That was beautiful playing too.
Thank you. I only messed up about 14 times on that one.
Oh, I think Trace is watching anyway. I don't know if he's going to make it on here. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's Boston.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
Sit down.
one of the things I always try to do to just as a warm-up type thing. It's More Than a Feeling.
Oh yeah, I know that one. I know that one. How about, hey, Sean, you want to play a little something for us?
Okay, and then I sort of have to go, but I can noodle a little bit. I don't know. I'm just
Beautiful,
I
man.
love that.
That was awesome. Yeah, I definitely want to learn that pick pattern you got going on there.
Oh, sure. Well, you should try to.
Well, not right now if you got to go, but
No, I sort of do have to go, but friend me on through the site. And as I have time, I'll share anything that I know. You got to fit all that stuff in, but yeah, any little trick, anything you can steal from me, feel free to steal.
Good deal. Good deal. Let's see if I can figure out something to play for you guys, and you don't have to stay, Sean.
Oh, all right. Well, sorry then. I sort of have to be somewhere. So, all right. Well, it's nice talking to you guys. With you guys.
yeah, nice to see you again.
You
Yeah,
too,
nice
Sean. Have
to
a good
meet
day.
Great as always, Sean.
All right. I'll see you guys around. Have a good day.
See
Bye.
ya.
See you later.
We'll try to give Trace a few minutes to see if he can join. That always takes a little bit of doing. It's too bad you don't really have two-way on this, because to be able to play and sing with other people would be really cool. But the delays just make it so it doesn't work. That guitar just booms on the bass, Maggie. I love that thing. That guitar just has it on the bass.
Sometimes it's too much when I'm like at an open mic or something.
Okay.
Or getting the sound right.
Well, it's a nice compliment to your voice.
It is.
Oh,
And the
thank
fly's
you.
back.
Oh, that fly! Get him out there.
I think this will be too high. Let me see. Yeah, a little high. There you go. Keep up to about 5 there. I won't play the I'm learning the Boxer, and it has this cool little intro that I don't play well enough yet.
I will be impressed if you can get the Boxer intro. It's awesome.
Well, the real one on the record is a second guitar that's in another tuning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, our teacher gave us this handout on the whole thing, but you can do it. I'll show you this, because maybe this is a song you might want to do. If you can hold this is like a C7. So you put your first and middle fingers just like a normal C, right? But
Yeah.
But then you put your ring and middle fingers on the second and third strings on the same fret as your first finger.
So it's like,
I'm capoed here. I'm capoed
Yeah, I
at
got
5.
yeah, I got it.
And then you just play the top 3 strings in a roll down. So
Wait, where's your capo? On the 5th fret?
yeah, I'm capoed at 5. That's
got
it. And then so you play that twice.
Mm-hmm.
Then you skip down 1 string and do it again. And then you skip down 1 more string and do it once. And then you go into your C.
Oh, cool.
That's it.
Well, thank you for showing me.
No problem.
It's been a long time since I've wanted to try to play the Boxer. I was always...
It'd be a killer song for you, because you'd be all over the finger picking part.
Yeah, it's so pretty. All right, let's hear it.
I'll sing a little bit of it. I'm not going to do the intro. I am just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told. I have squandered my resistance for a pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. All lies and jest, still man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. When I left my home and family, I was no more than a boy, in the company of strangers, in the quiet of a railway station, running scared. Hi there. Come on. Laying low, seeking out the poorer quarters where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they would know. Lie, lie, lie. La 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 la, and so on. I won't do the whole thing because it's about 10 verses.
Oh, that was great, Mark.
It's
Mark,
pretty,
if you record that,
yeah.
it, and you should record it when you have it down and you're
Yeah.
comfortable with it. Send it to me and I'll add a harmony. Or I'll record a harmony part and then I'll send it back to you and you can put it together.
That is an
Put it on
invitation.
the Dropbox thing. We set up for that.
That is an invitation I can't refuse. My teacher tells us that Garfunkel does like a low harmony on that one that people don't hear too well. So I guess I got to force myself to listen to it.
Ah.
He's always going on and on about how the sisters don't hear that and they always sing the high harmonies. So I don't know what he's saying, but you know.
Well, I'm going to have to drop out now. So
Okay, Ray.
it was great getting to meet you, Maggie and Dom. And
Likewise,
Dom, are you driving?
I decided to try to put it back on in the car on the on my phone, and it came right up.
I don't think that's legal, Dom.
Here, look, it's Newtown. Yay, Newtown on our hangout.
Ah.
Yippee! No, I'm watching the road. I just
Okay.
wanted to see if I could do it. I didn't want to interrupt.
Okay.
It looked like
Cool.
Trace was trying to come in, but I guess he never got in. I saw
No,
it.
he just posted a message saying he's not going to because they're trimming the trees and his dogs are barking like crazy.
Well, I should probably get going
Well,
too. Ray, it was
yeah,
so
me
good to
too.
meet you.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, good to
Bye,
meet you.
Ray.
Bye.
Great.
Nice seeing you again.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on when the next one comes up, and hopefully I can make another one. These things are awesome.
Yeah, they're
Thanks
good.
for sending it out, Mark.
You're welcome.
You guys have a good
great.
day.
Real
You
pleasure.
too. Take care, Ray.
Okay, cool.
See you, Maggie.
Talk to you all later. See
All right,
you
yeah,
tomorrow.
Mark, thank you so much for everything.
You're welcome. Great to meet you finally.
Yeah, definitely. This was wonderful, and I appreciate you scheduling. I know it wasn't easy to get everything scheduled, but I really appreciate it. I'm glad I was able to make at least one.
Well, we'll work on it. It may take months, but
Yeah.
we'll find times. All right, cool.
All right, well, you guys have a good day. Do I just, like, close out of here? Will that, if I
Yeah,
just...
yeah. There might be a button you can click on, but I think you just close, and that works too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what works for me on mine. So.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
See you all later.
All right, we'll see you. Bye, Dom. Bye, Mark.
Okay.
Bye. Have a great
Take
day.
care, Mark. Thank you again. Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome. See ya.
See ya.